Number 2. 6x to the 5th minus 28x to the 4th minus 6x to the 3rd. Well, I see that 6 is 2 times 3, and I have 2 of them, so that makes it easy. 2 times 3. And 28, I have 2 times 14 and 2 times 7. So when I'm looking at all of my lists of factors, I have a 2 in every list, but that's really all that's being shared in terms of the numbers. So my greatest common factor is going to be a 2. And then when I look at the x's, I see I have x to the 5th, x to the 4th, x to the 3rd. And I've got to take the smallest one because I don't want anything left over in my denominators when I divide out. Okay, so let's write it out. So 2x to the 3rd times what will give me 6x to the 5th. So 2 times 3 will give me the 6, and then I have 3 x's here. I need 5 total being multiplied, so I'm going to have 2 more x's here to be multiplied, minus 2 times what is 28. Well, that was 14. I can see it on my factor tree. And I have 3 x's out here. That means I need 1 x here, so that when I multiply, I have a total of 4 x's being multiplied. And then the last term, minus 2 times 3, so 3x. Ooh, and I don't need any x's at all because, do you see that? I already have 3 out front, and that's what I needed for my last term. So just a 3 for my last term. It's a thing of beauty. So there's my factored form. Let's look at it one more way. So I have 6x to the 5th divided by 2x to the 3rd minus 28x to the 4th divided by 2x to the 3rd minus 6x to the 3rd divided by 2x to the 3rd. Let's get out our red pens and reduce. So 2 goes into 6 3 times. I have 3 x's on the bottom. Let's look at this one other way. X to the 5th is x 2, 3, 4, 5 over x to the 3rd, which is 1, 2, 3 of them. Those reduce, those reduce, those reduce. I'm left with x squared on top. So if I have 3 x's in the denominator, 5 in the numerator, when I reduce, I've got 2 left in the numerator. All right, so 2 goes into 28 14 times. I have 3 x's in the denominator, 4 in the numerator. I'm going to be left with 1 x in the numerator. Here, 2 goes into 6 3 times. I've got 3 x's in the denominator, and they cancel with all 3 in the numerator, so I have no x's left on the last term. And I'm ready to rewrite. Put that greatest common factor, 2x cubed, out front, and I have 3x squared minus 14x minus 3. And it looks exactly like what I got with the other method. That's fantastic. And let's check. 2x cubed times 3x squared minus 14x minus 3. So I want to distribute. That first product is going to be 2 times 3, or 6, x cubed times x squared. So I have 5 x's all together being multiplied. And then we'll distribute to the second term. So I have 2 times negative 14, so negative 28, x cubed times x, so 4 x's all together being multiplied. And the last term, I have 2 times negative 3, so negative 6, x cubed, and there's no x's inside the parentheses, so just 6x cubed. I want to double check, does that match what I started with? 6x to the 5th minus 24x to the 4th minus 6x to the 3rd. It is exactly what I started with, so that one's correct.